Where more news coming in amid rumblings within AIADMK after meeting TTV Dhinakaran, Sengottaiyan meets OPS. Sengottaiyan meet goes on for over 2 hours. He had also met TTV Dhinakaran. He had earlier, EPS had removed Sengottaiyan from party post after his call for unification. This meeting went on for over 2 hours, and remember, he was removed from the EPS before this after he had made calls for unification. This is the latest that we're getting in from the south amid rumblings within AIADMK after meeting TTV Dhinakaran. Sengottaiyan meets OPS. The meeting went on for over 2 hours, and he had also met TTV Dhinakaran. Earlier, EPS had removed him from the party post after his calls for unification. For more on that, we have Anaga Keswin, my colleague, joining in. Anaga, we are just seeing that this meeting went on for over 2 hours. He had also met TTV Dhinakaran, and before this, he was removed from the party post after his calls for unification. What is your latest reading of this kind of meet which went on for over 2 hours?
Well, in fact, the kind of meeting that we are seeing calling for the unification of ADMK is, has certainly not gone down so well with the EPS, and that leaves Mr. Sengottaiyan at the risk of being expelled from the party. Right after he went public with his open call for unification, that is calling for expelled leaders such as Satikala, OPS, and even TTV Dhinakaran, who exited NDA back to ADMK, this particular announcement and call for unification has not gone down so well with EPS. And that's why just 24 hours after Sengottaiyan's open announcement, he went ahead and removed him from his party position. And that's why all these meetings are being, done sort of closed door and in undercover. Just yesterday, we had this meeting between Sengottaiyan. In fact, we are learning that ADMK MLA Manoj Partian and the son of OPS, Jayapradeep, was also a part of that meeting. The main agenda was to discuss as to how is it possible to sort of unify all the second generational leaders apart from EPS. For example, there's OPS, TTV Dhinakaran, Shashikala, Sengottaiyan, all of whom were very close to late former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha when she was alive. And right after her death, all these other leaders were removed from the party, leaving only APS to sort of head the party.
Right.
The main agenda of this meeting, what we're learning, was to unify all these expelled leaders to ensure that ADMK wins in the upcoming election, which actually is, is a do or die battle for the ADMK.
Right. So EPS doesn't seem too happy with this meeting that's been going on for over 2 hours. Thank you so much for joining in, Anaga.